Greetings, humans, and welcome to another edition of AskADalek Live. Lots of you in the chat room this evening, which is wonderful to see. I am your host, Dalek Monty. Also joining me this evening as my, what do we call you? Producer/director, I guess. Our producer/director, Matthew. Oh, the computer started whirring aggressively. Is it supposed to do that? No, I'm pretty sure it isn't, actually. Oh. Should we evacuate the studio? No, I don't think that'll be necessary. Very well. Anyway, Matthew, say hello. Hello, everybody. Yes, I'm here too. Seriously, don't know what was going on with the computer there. But yes, welcome to another episode of AskADalek Live and the final instalment of Streaming Tuesdays, which is exciting because from next week we're embarking on a brand new adventure called Streaming Wednesdays. Yes, it's thoroughly exciting. So basically you're moving the streaming day from Tuesdays to Wednesdays. I'm glad you understand the concept. I was worried it was a bit complicated for people to grasp. Was that sarcasm? I'll let you be the judge of that. Fair enough. How are you doing today, Matthew? I'm alright. It's, like I say, last episode of Streaming Tuesdays. Looking forward to switching it up to the new day next week. Oh, and it's my birthday on Thursday. Happy birthday! How old are you? I refuse to answer that question. He's 33. I told you that in confidence. What does that mean? It means you were supposed to keep it a secret. Sorry. I'll let you off. Well, folks, shall we all sing Matthew happy birthday? I'd really rather you didn't, to be perfectly... Happy birthday to you, everybody! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday, dear human! Happy birthday to you! Did you just forget my name? No. Okay then. Happy birthday, Matthew! Thank you. Well then. Right, let's get to the questions. That's what you're all here for. Matthew, would you like to talk about the communication protocols for this evening? Yes, if you like. So if you go to the top of the chat window, there is a big blue bar that says send Monty your questions. If you click on that window, it will have a bit of white text that says ask something. If you click on that, pop your question in, and that will go into the Q&A window, and we will be picking questions up from there. We'll try and get some from the chat room as well, but because of how these streams tend to go, we invariably end up missing questions. So, yeah, if you want a question answered desperately, stick it in the Q&A, and we will get to all of them through the end, and we'll try and answer some questions in the chat room as and when we see them. But yeah, if you definitely want your question answered, stick it in the questions. So once again, click on the blue bar at the top of the screen, and then click ask something, and then pop your question in the box at the bottom. Are we all clear on that? Yes? Excellent. Shall we get going then? Affirmative. Let's go! Our first question is from the Emperor Dalek, who says, Dear Monty, I will be sending you some video messages if they work on the day. We have received your video messages, Emperor. Thank you for them. We will play them later. Dalek Giratina asks, Monty, what do you think of my new look? It is excellent. I like the mint green. Giratina also says, Monty, I am sad because when I was playing Minecraft Story Mode, the task was to make or take a redstone repeater, and I accidentally did the take option and the cows got burned alive. That's not very nice. Giratina also asks, has Matthew watched episode 6 of Dalek Requiem?
I did. It was very good.
Officer Titan asks, can you please spare me? I'm very loyal to the Daleks. Don't worry, I'm not the exterminating type. I'm more likely to just serve you tea, to be honest. Let's have a little look in the chat room very quickly. Frank Bertone says, today is my birthday. Happy birthday, Frank. Frank is 75 days old.
I think he means 75 years old.
I didn't know humans lived that long.
Monty! I'm so sorry, Frank. That was so rude. Monty, how dare you?
I do not understand. Is that not something to be impressed at? Frank, you are an excellent age. I don't understand what Matthew's complaining about. Happy birthday. Paraco says, can't press ask something for some reason, but my main question is this. Do you fear the big bad wolf? Not especially. Because I don't live in a house made of straw. My house is made of bricks. It's not a problem. So the big bad wolf can come if they want. Anyway, back to the Q&A section. The Dalek Lord says, what did you think of your line in my fanfic called The Frontier? It's basically you and the Celts fan collab with the Retro Reject. Matthew, you still haven't read that, have you?
I've been busy, I'm sorry. I will read it, I promise. Sorry, I've a lot going on at the moment. Full disclosure, I forgot. I'm sorry, I will read it, I promise.
You'd better. I'm so sorry, Dalek Lord. Matthew is very rude. Moo the dog says, hola, dearest Montgomery, Jaquavian, Tarquinius, etc., T. What is your opinion on Matt? And also, are we allowed to send in videos and audio again? Matt's a 6 out of 10. Could use some improvement. Hey! Just kidding. Got you, didn't I?
I really don't like this streak of you. You've got proper sassy in recent videos. It doesn't suit you.
I've got to get with the sass. I'm told that's how you improve the YouTube subscriptions. With sass.
I don't think that's true.
So Darren lied to me?
Yeah.
Oh. Moving swiftly on. Matthew, are we allowed to send in videos and audio again?
Yes. If you do have a video you want to send me, I have figured out a way to add it after the stream has started. So it is doable, but you get them in now. And if any videos we receive after, like, say 8:15, probably won't get played unless it's just audio. But yes, if you send a video now, or if you've sent one already and I haven't already added it, I can add it, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, sorry, not with it tonight.
Which by extension I guess means I'm not really with it either.
Stop ruining the magic.
Christopher Slight says, "Hi Monty, how's your cup of tea?" I do not have one, but Matthew does. Matthew, how's your tea?
Pretty good, but I think you've left the bag in a bit too long.
I apologise. Christopher also says, "P.S. I now have 240 Dalek units thanks to the Resurrection Project." Matthew, my ring modulator glitched out again.
Sorry, I didn't quite hit the button hard enough. I think it's gone a bit skew-whiffy. That's not ideal.
No.
That seems to be better.
Yes. Does Monty know Five Nights at Freddy's? Matthew doesn't, so I assume I don't either. Diego Pinhammer says, "Hello Monty, how have you been?" I have been well, thank you. The Dalek Lord says, "Could you react to my 2 TDL shorts? They've got Daleks living on Earth." Matthew, can we react to those?
Well, I can have a look for them, certainly.
We may do that later. Stick a link in the questions, Dalek Lord, and we might look at them later. Moo the dog says, "Monty, have you ever considered making other beverages such as coffee, fruit juice, or hot chocolate?" I'm getting a weird sense of deja vu. Moo also says, "Monty, do you have a crush on any women?" Why would I want to crush some women? That doesn't seem very friendly.
No, I never mind.
Well then. The DTS Workshop says, "Yorkshire tea or PG tips?" Yorkshire tea, obviously. Jelly Caleb says, "Monty, my friend Dalek Freddy has a question for you." You did not follow up with Freddy's question, so I cannot answer it. Let us move on. Giratina says, "Do you make other drinks besides tea?" Matthew likes coffee occasionally, but not really. Coffee is the work of Satan.
It's really not that bad, you know.
Silence! The DTS Workshop says, "Monty, did you ever find out if your original plan to resurrect the Daleks using the progenitor device ever worked?" I was locked behind a wall, so no. They kind of bricked me up in there when I wasn't looking. I don't know why. I went in search of tea bags, and then when I came back, they bricked the wall in. Bricked the corridor in, I mean. Not sure why. Moo the dog asks, "Can Daleks bow?" Not really. We lack the flexible midsection. I guess we can sort of dip our eye stalks a bit. Does that count? Matthew, do you think that counts?
I guess it counts.
Dalek Matthew asks, "Matthew, apparently you're a Dalek now?"
I tried it once. It was an overrated experience.
Fair. Anyway, Dalek Matthew says, "Did you work with Winston Churchill in the war?" And how would you rate modern prime ministers? I did spend some time with Churchill. For some reason, he didn't really want tea. He was much more of a whiskey drinker. As for modern prime ministers, 0 out of 10. Must try harder.
Oh, harsh.
Well, they're not exactly doing a great job, are they? The economy has collapsed. And worst of all, the price of tea bags has shot up astronomically.
It's all you care about, isn't it?
Yes! Tea bags are a very important voter issue. Amazonian Aria says, Monty, do you like tea cakes? There's tea cakes?
Yes. They're like little bread circles with raisins in them.
Do they also contain tea?
I don't think so.
Then why are they called tea cakes?
There's tea loaf, that contains tea.
Ah, then it is superior to the tea cake, which is a false mistress. Do not be deceived by the tea cakes. They do not care about you. Dalek Matthew asks, where could I get a starter voice modulator? Any suggestions? Matthew, do you know anything about this?
Well, I've got a proper ring modulator, which I got from eBay. I can't remember how much I paid for it. About £200 or £300, I think. But I believe you can get like little kit ones, where you can make your own ring modulator. It's a bit what's the word I'm looking for here? Bit basic. It's literally a circuit board and some wires, and that you can sort of link it all together. And you can build your own. If you Google "make my own ring modulator," there are tutorials online. So that's good. Yes, so that's exciting. Yes, but yeah, if you're looking to do that and do something on the cheap, then yeah, you could certainly make your own, and that would be a good starting point. Other than that, you want to get a Muga Fuga ring modulator, which is what Monty is using right now. Indeed. Dalek Matthew also asks, what video games do you play? I've not been let near the computer to play any video games yet. Matthew assures me that will happen at some point. Apparently cooking simulators have been suggested. Yeah, apparently they all want to see you play a cooking simulator. I'm not sure why. I look forward to it all the same. Isaac Folos says, what do you think of Japanese music? I don't really know much Japanese music. Matthew, what is Japanese music like? Much the same as English music, but in Japanese. You don't actually know, do you? No, sorry. Fair enough. Let us move on. Matthew, do you have some videos to play? Yes, I do. This one is from Dalek Deku. Shall we play that? Yes. Play the question.
Trip to the land of Disney and bought a souvenir hat based on the mouse human's design. Tell me, and be honest, do you prefer the ears up or down? Oh, Dalek Buffalo, I see you are back to your original 18. Shut up! Now will you please tell me why, in Davros's name, you have covered your noble light emitters with a hideous monstrosity? Such a horrid breach of misconduct is subject to immediate extermination. Is that what you want? What would the Dalek Supreme say if he saw you in this state?
I'll come back later.
The Dalek Supreme looks pretty good in that color. We are never going to win against the Doctor, are we?
That video was excellent. Matthew, the fan is having a fit again.
Sorry, yeah, I don't know what's going on there. There we go, it's calmed down now. Anyway, do you want to answer the question?
I think I prefer the ears up, but the hat does look excellent. Very good hat. 10 out of 10 for hat. Diego Pinhammer asks, what do you think about bubble tea? You can get tea with bubbles in? Well, this is a game changer. Matthew, may I even go and find some bubble tea?
We've still got like an hour and a half of content to make yet.
Okay, but after that, can I go and find some bubble tea?
Sure, whatever makes you happy.
Bubble tea makes me happy. I can't actually pronounce the name of this person. I'm ever so sorry. I think it's Greek. Matthew, does that look Greek to you?
It's all Greek to me.
That joke was terrible.
Yes, it was. I apologise. Anyway, I'm not even going to try. I'm terribly sorry. I have no idea where to begin in pronouncing your name. But yes, you have asked, could you please exterminate Kyriakos Mitsotakis? I don't know who that is.
Neither do I. But I'm probably not going to exterminate them. All the same, thank you for your question. Okay, apparently we have a question for the Emperor Dalek, which has been covered in a video he made. Play the video! Matthew, can you play the video?
Yes, I can play the video. Here we go.
Dear Monty, what is your opinion on Derek's failure that happened quite recently, if I'm correct? Yes, and also what do you think of my new superior Black Emperor casing? I'm calling myself a Black Emperor now. Did you know, Monty, that I'm replacing the Time War Dalek colour scheme with a more superior Elite Executioner Dalek design? Also, Darren and Donald are now part of my Supreme Council. That's right, Derek and Nigel.
Okay, so to take your questions one by one, didn't you also fail to take over the Galaxy, Emperor? I'm pretty sure I saw a video where you failed. So, you know, you and Derek are on a par, I guess. Also, I do like your casing. It is very shiny. All hail the new Emperor and his shiny black casing. Also, I had heard that the Daleks are getting a repaint. I look forward to seeing what it is. But I think mine is the best.
I agree.
Thank you, Matthew. Dalek Matthew asks, do you know any tea-related songs? I do. And in fact, I played lots of them over on Matt's Tea Time with Matt channel. Go and check that out if you haven't seen it. It was a very good episode. The DTS Workshops asks, Monty, should you open a tea room like Betty's in Harrogate? I would love to do that when I retire. That would be excellent. That same person whose name I can't pronounce said, could you please do an invasion in Greece and transform the Greek government into Daleks? Would that be an improvement? Are we sure this would be an improvement?
I don't know much about Greek politics, but based on the context that's been provided, I'd suggest yes, Daleks might be an improvement.
I'll look into it. Christopher asks, do you like hot chocolate? I have it twice a week when I'm volunteering at my local charity shop. Matthew quite likes hot chocolate. Sadly, I cannot drink it. But I'm told it's very good. I've just spotted in the chat room that Volker Het has joined as an early bird member. And says, with prices for tea bags rising, I have to help finance 1 or 2 a month. Thank you, Volker Het, for your generous support.
Yeah, thank you very much. That's awesome. Thank you. You get early bird video access to any videos I upload now. So awesome stuff. Thank you so much. I will put your name in the credits of the next edited video. It won't be on the end of this one, unfortunately, because I can't edit them live. But thank you very much. That is awesome. Cheers.
Thank you again. An extra chocolate hobnob for Volker, everybody. Tajine Dean says, Dear Derek, Derek, I believe this question is for you. I'm not here. But then how are you speaking? It's a figure of speech. Very well. Derek's busy tonight. He's over there playing with Matt's trains. How dare you! Why would you give that away? Derek's embarrassed by his model train hobby. Anyway, Tajine says, can you explain why the Daleks never exterminate the Doctor when they know they have him cornered with no means of escape? A crippling obedience to fair play. And the narrative arc, I guess. I don't really know. It's never really come up for me. Avengers Gal Jordan says, hello Monty, I hope you can answer this. Have the Daleks always hated the Time Lords? I'm speaking from the pre-Time War era. Thank you, Jordan. In my experience, we've never been particularly friendly towards the Time Lords. I mean, they did try and avert our creation and stuff, so I suppose I understand it. But I'm not sure why the hatred of the Doctor, because he decided not to in the end. So, not sure why we don't cut him a break. Please don't tell the others I said that. The Emperor Dalek says, evacuate, the bomb's about to explode. Is there a bomb?
I don't think there's a bomb.
I hope there's not a bomb. RC Studios asks, what do you think of the Flying Scotsman locomotive? I like it. Matthew, can you show the ladies and gentlemen our Flying Scotsman locomotive?
Yeah, sure, hang on. Two, actually. There's this one here, which is, sort of the original.
It is very green, like me.
Indeed. And then we've got, hang on. Just amuse yourselves for a sec, folks. We've got this one. It's a Hornby Triang Flying Scotsman, and the driving rod has come out. Hold on. Bear with. Come on, in you go. That's it. There we are. It's the Flying Scotsman with a realistic chuffing noise on the wheels. In fact, if I take it over here, hang on, I can't find the one with the realistic chuff. There it is.
So I guess this is now an ASMR video.
I guess so. But yes, the Flying Scotsman, ladies and gentlemen.
I approve.
I'm glad you agree. Let me just go pop that away in the drawer with the rest of the model trains. I'll let Derek have a play with those later.
Cinema Geek 100 says, greetings from the US. Greetings to you. The Dalek Lord says, dear Monty, could the Daleks do an adaptation of the found footage Spanish horror film Wreck and its American remake Quarantine? It's not really what we do, but I suppose someone could do that with Daleks. That might be quite amusing. You guys can have that one for free. Jesus Christ says, Monty, do you have a favourite flavour of tea? Matthew quite likes chai, so I guess that's my favourite too. The Time Shadow says, sing happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Hang on, didn't I do this already?
Yes.
Happy birthday to everyone else whose birthday it is. Looking at you, Frank. Darth Plagueis says, do Daleks like cheeseburgers? Not particularly. They get grease all over my plunger. Donald says, Monty, why is the human so inferior? Of all the inferior humans, I think Matt is the least inferior.
Thank you. That's very kind of you.
I mean, second only to the people watching, of course.
Well, I mean, that goes without saying.
Exactly. That's why I said it. The Emperor Dalek says, don't sing Rickroll. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you. I think that's enough. Moo the dog asks, Monty, will you answer questions from the chat too? If we see them, we will. But do try and post them in the Q&A if you can. That's going to be easier. Does Monty know what gacha is? I don't. Volker asks, how does it feel to be olive green as a Dalek? I like it. It helps me blend into vegetation when I'm outside, so I can more easily watch the birds. They tend to be spooked by my eye stalk light. But I do sit very still, so sometimes they do come and get a bit closer. But they get scared off whenever I move, so I have to sit very still. The DTS Workshops asks, are you getting a present for Matthew for his birthday? Matthew, are you setting up secondary YouTube channels to find out what your birthday present is?
No.
That's what I thought. Express Gaming asks, Monty, how old are you? Plus, how did you first meet Matthew? I think I'm over 100, but I'm not 100% sure. Also, how did I first meet Matthew? There's a whole video about it. Go check out The Adventures of Derek and Matt after the stream. It tells the whole story. Can you say Mitsutaki Gamies? I guess so. Silver Daleks asks, do you know a Dalek called Kevin? He asked me to ask, have you seen the crystal? Why are you laughing? Because that's funny. I do not understand the joke, and yet somehow feel compelled to chuckle as well.
Yeah, that'll happen. I appreciate the reference. Very good.
Special Weapons Dalek asks, Monty, I recently tried some bean water and found it disgusting. Well, if it's bean water, what is it now? Comedy. I have come to the conclusion that tea is the superior beverage. Excellent. Tea is indeed the superior beverage. Dalek McLean asks, how do Daleks reproduce? Well, you see, James, when a mummy Dalek and a daddy Dalek are very much in love... I'm not going to finish that sentence. I do not want to disturb the ladies and gentlemen.
I think that's probably for the best.
Lucifer Morningstar asks, what are you most looking forward to in the coming year? Easter seems like it's going to be quite good this year.
Why Easter in particular?
Just get a feeling.
Fair enough.
The Master asks, I have an interesting question for you, Dalek. Would you like to be reverted back into your not mutated Khalid form? Why or why not? I guess if I was a Khalid, I could drink tea. So maybe. But also... quite like my life the way it is now. It's not so bad. Moo the dog asks, are you ever going to give us up? Let us down? Run around and desert us? Are you going to make us cry and say goodbye? Are you going to tell a lie and hurt us? No, never.
Darren asks, Monty, why won't the human allow me more of a chance to shine? I'm the superior member of the cult and deserve more recognition. Matthew, I think Darren wants you to make more videos with him. I'll do more videos with Darren. Excellent. JMC asks, where were you in the cult when the Daleks tried to blow up all those volcanoes last year? So, funny story. We were actually on holiday in Wales. You were on holiday in Wales? Yes. In November? Yes. No further questions. Jordan asks, have you tried iced tea? It's lovely. I've tried making it, but I couldn't get the ice to stay in its ice form when I put it in the kettle. Did you just say you tried to make iced tea in a kettle? Yes. Where else would you try to make a form of tea? Anyway, I put the ice cubes in the kettle, but they just came out all watery. Never change, Monty. I wasn't planning to. Jelly Caleb Howlett says, Dalek Darren, I request that you make some tea for Dalek Oscar, aka my friendly black Dalek friend. Also, he's bigger than all of us. Very well, I'll make some tea for Oscar, but please get my name right. Diego asks, Monty, how old are you exactly? It's really quite difficult to keep track. Over 100, I reckon. But not certain. Isaac asks, do you think about Thriller? Not frequently. I mean, I have been at the window close to midnight and thought I'd seen something evil lurking in the dark. But it was just Matthew coming home from the pub. That happened once! Like I said. The Emperor Dalek asks, do you fear David Tennant? Not especially. After all, he is just a hastily assembled cardboard cutout. If you stick around after the credits, you'll understand that reference. Right. Oh, apparently that was, Jelly Caleb Howlett's version of Darren speaking. Apparently there's multiple versions of you, Darren. I'm just that good. Yes, you are. Matthew, have you got some audio messages to play? Yes, I do. Let me see. What have we got here? Let's see. Oh, lots of things. So, there is a message, first of all, from Moo the dog, which we'll play. So let's play that.
Right, we're going to need to keep this brief as I'm already about to die. We're being invaded by a group called Cybermen. Hello, AskADalek stream. We have invaded. You are now going to be controlled by the Cybermen. Anybody who does not get upgraded will be deleted. Or I think that's the saying, at least. Wait, Cybermen cannot show confusion. We have no emotions. Anyways, the Cybermen are going to be taking over the government. I mean, it's quite hard to distinguish us from each other, but still. Anyways, we have a message for you from this random guy we picked up on the street called Joe Biden. My fellow Americans, we are under attack from an unknown force who has clearly turned my voice into a bad Texan impression done by a Northern Irish guy. Anyways, we must comply with these new metal creatures, or we will be deleted, as they say. Thank you very much. As you have just heard, we have deleted the President of America. Additionally, we have gotten rid of a few members of the British Parliament. Honestly, that was very Hey, you can't get out of here. Okay, I'm going. Dalek! Oh! I would have tried to do that, help you, but thank you, Donald. Thank you, Donald, for your helpful insight on the location of the Cybermen. It is well worth it. You didn't have to do that, you know. That was a horrible impression. Anyways, there will probably be more messages like this throughout the stream. See you during this. Okay, bye.
Well, that was confusing. Thank you, Moo the dog, and the invading Cybermen. We also have another message from the Dalek Emperor, so let's play that.
Also, Monty, just to let you know, I also failed the Daleks by playing Stellaris as well.
Yes, I know.
I kind of suffered the same fate as Derek, so yes, and everybody is angry that I failed in Stellaris. Please do not exterminate me, Daleks. It was not my fault. It was Derek. Derek did this to me.
Thank you for the update, but we already knew. So, good job, Emperor, I guess. Matthew, do we have any more audio?
I'm just having a look. There's let me see. There's a video that someone's recorded on their phone. Let me see what I can do with that. Bear with me. One moment.
Well, while Matthew's doing that, I'll just remind everyone that if you want to ask a question, just click on the blue bar at the top and click on the text that says Ask Something. And then it will deliver the question into the Q&A section. And you will be able to load it from there. So that's good. Matthew, how are we getting on with the video?
Still trying to open the template up so I can do it. Bear with me.
Very well. Let's pick a question out from the Q&A while Matthew's doing that. Giratino asks, what do you think of the Diesel 10 claw on my arm? It's very clawy. I like it. Moo asks, are you ever going to remake The Daleks Find the Fabled Scriptures? I don't know. Matthew, are we ever going to remake The Daleks Find the Fabled Scriptures?
It's your thing, dude. I don't want to remake your thing. That's the thing you put love into. I don't want to do that. That's just, yeah, I don't know. I feel bad remaking other people's things, I guess.
Fair enough. Have you got that video working yet?
Yes, I actually have. Shall we play it?
Help me, my
No, hang on. That's a video from a previous stream. I apologise. Let me just save the preview here, and then we'll try that again.
Just do this. And it's sure to...
Thank you, that was insightful. Were you trying to show us how to fix the Supreme Dalek, possibly? Oh, yes, that's exactly what you were doing. Thank you. That is excellent. We've got some more videos from people, so Matthew, if you'd like to download those, and then we've got another audio from Moo the dog. I think this one is. So do you want to play that?
Please do remember that there are 2 videos I sent to you at like 8 o'clock. One is a short one and one is a little one that has some Daleks in it. It's a YouTube link. It is appropriate. I don't do inappropriate things. Wait a second. Oh no, I'm a Dalek. Anyway, yeah, so I just need to remind you that if you haven't already played them, and yeah.
Okay, thank you, Moo the dog. I think we're trying to get one of your videos up now. Let me see. There's that one. Let's see. Matthew, are you downloading that?
Yes, I'm downloading that.
And then while we're doing that, we might just have to play the audio on the other one. So bear with me a moment while we do that.
Because I might not have wanted my brain to be backed up.
On 92 to 95 FM and 1341 medium wave. This is BBC Radio Monster.
This guy broke into Matt's house. Oh my goodness! That concludes the news. Thank you very much.
Your consent was not necessary.
What do you mean by that?
There's currently images of dogs. They are very cute dogs.
Oh, I simply love this.
Alcohol.
Hey, you can't be drinking that.
Alcohol.
Alcohol is illegal to children. I want you all to design an alcohol bottle. Oh my giddy goodness gosh! It's
Lord Sugar!
oh, for the love of... Yeah, that was stupid. Okay, bye.
Well, that was interesting. Apparently we have a new design video. Hold on a minute, what was this one? Untitled design from Giratina. Let's play that.
What do you have here? The mighty Dalek Giratina. Almighty Emperor and Emperor. What? Monty? Sorry if I'm being scary, but what do you think of my new claw? Yeah. It looks creepy. I will give you a second to look. For better context, these old pants got me a spare claw when I was nearly dying in the era of Dark's Corner, which we are currently invading. Speaking of Dark's Corner, will you join us in our invasion of Dark's Corner? We require Daleks, all of them, including the leaders. Over and out.
I don't really want to join any invasions. It's not really my thing. But I'll ask the others if they're interested. So thank you for your submission, Giratina. Right, let's go back to the questions. Oh, apparently we have an audio message from the Emperor again. Let's...
Derek, no, Monty, a word of advice. This is a conversation between Dalek and Dalek, so yes, do not, next time, send me another Rickroll or I will exterminate every single being in the cult of Scratchwood. I am not kidding. You will all be exterminated if you Rickroll me.
Well, thank you for the advice, Emperor. I will take this on board. Yes. Just remember, Emperor. You don't need to exterminate us because we love you. We ain't no strangers to love. We know the rules, and well, you know the rules, and so do I. I just want to tell you how I'm feeling.
Is this joke possibly going on a little bit long?
No. I just want to make you understand, Emperor, that I'm never going to give you up. Never going to let you down, run around, or desert you. I'm never gonna make you cry. Matthew, are you dying in the corner there?
Ever so slightly.
It's not that funny.
Yes, it is. I think we should move on. There was a song that we've been sent by Marty Cyan Adams. We should try and get you to perform the song, I think, Monty.
Indeed. Is this the one that's based on Bohemian Rhapsody? Apparently it's based on Derek's point of view, but I can still perform it, right?
Yeah, sure. Don't see an issue there.
Very well. So, for the first time live on stream, here is Marty Cyan Adams' Bohemian Rhapsody parody. Here we go. Actually, Matthew, can you find a karaoke version of the song?
Yeah, I can do that. Hang on a sec. Excuse me. Let me just, here we are. Bohemian Rhapsody karaoke. Here we are. Let's see. This one looks okay. Here we are. Let's do that. No, we don't want to see the ad. Thank you very much. Oh, good, Grammarly. I need to buy some Grammarly from Tesco's.
Anyway, let us begin. There's been lots of strife. No, that's not karaoke. Let's try that again. This one will probably work. Here we are. Okay, no, none of these are karaoke. They've all got backing singers, so I'm just going to sing it without the music. Here we go. There's been lots of strife
since 1963. Caused by this Time Lord, who is our greatest enemy, and worse by far, throughout the whole galaxy. I'm just a Dalek. I want to destroy every Sontaran, Cyberman, and also Silurian. Any race you destroy doesn't really matter to me. To me. Monty, put your tea away. Time to work together and destroy Gallifrey as planned. Darren, we've got to go. So go get Donald and we'll all get going. Supreme. Ooh. We are ready now. Better be gone before Matthew wakes up. Let's go on, and focus on this task. Aboard the Dalek ship. Flying systems are a go. T. Monty, we told you no! Flying through the galaxy, preparing weapons and saying no to tea. Monty, ooh. Will this madness ever end? I don't know why we became friends at all. Halfway to Gallifrey, checking weapon systems. What's that there? What's that there? A police box in our path. The Doctor and the TARDIS. He couldn't beat our... I'm not going to say that word. Exterminate! 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 Here we go, Magnifico! We are the Daleks, he cannot stop us. We are the supreme beings of the universe. We'll send him to Gallifrey in a hearse. Loading weapon system 1, firing the guns. Doctor, goodbye! Now you will die, now you die! Doctor, bye, because now you die, now you die! Doctor, bye, because now you die, now you die! Because now you die, now you die! Because now you die, now you die! No, 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 no! Would anyone like some tea? Oh, no, not tea, not more tea! That's the electric pedal! Do not put it there! Not there, not there! Ah! Ship crashing sounds! Due to Monty's obsession, we could all die. I can't remember the tune of this next bit. Monty, must you be like this? And if so, then why? Oh, crashing. Here we are crashing. That's where we're gonna fall. I recognize Matt's garden wall. Somehow we survived this. We failed today, but when we try tomorrow, succeed we may. Any race you destroy. Piano solo.
That was very good. I approve. Congratulations. That was ridiculous. I loved it.
Thank you. Congratulations to Marty Cyan Adams for that. That was very good. Even though I forgot the tune towards the end there. We should definitely make a video of that.
It's on my list.
Excellent. Now let us return to your questions. Dalek Monty says, Monty, this is your Alexa reminder. You asked me to remind you to go to Tesco after you finish AskADalek Live. Thank you, Alexa. Donna says, Monty, a holiday approaches, St. Patrick's Day. As you know, humans find reasons to celebrate anything, birthdays and such. How do you feel about holidays? Would you like one? I do think there should be an International Tea Day. I would celebrate the hell out of that. But holidays are generally good. I approve. The Master asks, why do you hate coffee so much? I mean, it's also good. Coffee is the work of Satan! Hell of the I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Says, do Daleks watch anime? Not especially. JMC asks, are the Daleks behind certain world events that have occurred in recent years? We deny everything. Dalek Ford asks, what's your favourite song? I think that one by Marty's pretty good.
I agree.
The Remembrance Dalek Supreme says, Montgomery, please inform your Supreme that he's invited to the Supreme's annual vacation. This year we're thinking of going to Skegness. He's welcome to suggest other destinations. I've been to Skegness. It was overrated. Jelly says, Monty, Dalek Stark is asking if you've watched Murder Drones. Matthew, have I watched Murder Drones?
No, but I have, and I rather enjoyed Murder Drones.
Fair enough. The DTS Workshop says, Monty, would you like a claw so it's easier than a plunger? I manage quite well with a plunger, to be honest, so I don't think it's necessary. Monty, what do you think of Semler as a compliment to blackcurrant tea? Asks the Muffin. I don't know what Semler is.
Is it like a sweetener?
Possibly. Giratina asks, what does Monty think of the movie Daleks? They're a bit bulky for my tastes, but they're all a bit up themselves, to be honest. I don't get on with the movie variants. They were all a bit stuck up back on Skaro. Thought they were better than everyone else just because they'd been in a film with Peter Cushing. Isaac Folos says, Monty, what do you think about Doctor Who? What is Doctor Who?
I think it's a knockoff of that Inspector Spacetime thing.
Oh. Can't say I've ever seen it. Matthew, do you think I'd care for it?
I don't know, I can take it or leave it personally.
Fair enough. Cinema Geek says, greetings, I'm a new subscriber to the channel. Welcome, new subscriber. Bobby RBLX says, what do you think of the Super Mario Brothers movie? Will you watch it? Well, I haven't watched it, so I don't know what to think of it. Matthew, do you like the Super Mario Brothers movie?
I've not seen a trailer or anything for it, so I couldn't answer that, to be honest.
Fair enough. Jelly Caleb says, my Dalek called Freddy is in love with Derek. Please provide advice on how to make Derek fall in love with him. Derek, Freddy's got a crush on you. Who is Freddy? I don't know. Some person on YouTube said they're in love with you. Tell them I'm flattered, but I'm also unavailable. When did you get into a relationship? I'm not in a relationship. I'm just permanently unavailable. Fair enough. Sorry, Freddy. I don't think if Derek reciprocates. The Time Shadow asks, have you seen or listened to the musical Six? No, I'm not terribly into musicals, I'll be perfectly honest.
I swear that's contradicting something you said before.
Quite possibly. Are these even canon?
I think so.
Amazonian Aria says, Monty, would Daleks make good handy workers? Mostly because my oven is acting weird and I could use the Empire's help. Darren, can you deal with Amazonian Aria's oven? Apparently it is acting weird. I can certainly arrange to take a look at that. I will dispatch drones to your location now. There you go, Amazonian Aria. We're on the case. Just be aware that Darren's usual solution to broken things is just to exterminate them. So you might be safer to just buy a new oven. The DTS Workshop says, ask Matthew to show you victory of the Daleks. We had victories?
That one time.
Fair. What were you doing when Sontarans occupied Earth and destroyed the Dalek fleet during the Flux? I just told you we were in Wales. We missed it.
Wait, you missed the total destruction of the universe because you were in Wales?
Well, people do say that Cardiff is a bit like going to the end of the universe. So how would we have noticed?
I apologise to anyone from Cardiff in the chat room. Honestly, Monty.
If there's anyone from Cardiff in the chat room, they know I'm speaking the truth.
It's not been the same since the Doctor Who experience closed.
Agreed. Jesus Christ says, Monty, I hope you don't mind me asking, but are there any plans to have other members of the cult as hosts? While you're cool, it would be nice to see the other cult members for a change. The Supreme, possibly. Might do another one. It's difficult for the others because they aren't very animated. So it'd be a very static stream.
Yeah, Donald and Darren would just kind of sit there. So it's not necessarily going to be terribly interesting viewing. I guess I could do one with both of them, but it would be very static. I mean, are you guys okay with static Daleks? I feel like half of Monty's personality right now is the constant eye stalk movement.
It does help to animate the conversation. But we could certainly look into that. Jordan asks, what's your favourite flavour of tea? I work at Starbucks and we have peach iced tea. It's lovely. Would you consider trying it? I cannot because I don't have a mouth, but I'll give it to Matthew. I'm sure he would enjoy that. Dalek Ford asks, what's your favourite colour? Green. I feel like that's obvious. The
The person from Greece says, recently, due to not having safety measures in train transportation, we had a terrible accident. Our politicians knew about the safety measures, but decided to let it happen. Would they be good Daleks? This took a very serious turn, didn't it? Indeed. JMC says, not exactly a question, but I just wanted to let you know the progenitor scheme worked. The Daleks have been resurrected and rule the galaxy. Good for them, I guess. The Emperor Dalek asks, how is Nigel? Is he behaving? Is he still doing the Imperium? I think he lost interest in that almost immediately. Evil Dan says, is your Supreme Dalek painted in soup? That had better not be my soup. No, it's all good. The Dalek Supreme is not painted with soup, I can promise. That one Dalek from the Stolen Earth says, Monty, can you brew me a nice cuppa? Always. Darth Plagueis asks, would a Dalek make a good Sith apprentice for Palpatine? Not really. They don't take kindly to following orders from inferior species. So I don't think they'd be very good apprentices. Certainly I don't think you'd send a Dalek out for a newspaper. Or to fetch a long wait. Or tartan paint. The War Office did get me with the tartan paint one once. They weren't very nice. Paraco says, question for Monty. Do your best French impression and say these exact words. Monsieur, my tea is exquisite, unlike you. Did that work? I'm not sure if that worked. Geratina asks, what are your thoughts on the Dalek time controller? How do you control time precisely? I don't really understand. Holly asks, if you had a TARDIS, would you use it to explore the history of tea production? I would visit all of history and discover the best tea leaves. And then I would use the tea to foster peace between all the nations of the world. And then we would leave this world, human and Dalek, united forever in peace. And spreading our message across the cosmos. For this reason, the Dalek Supreme has banned me from using any TARDISes. Not that we've located one yet, but if we did, I'm not allowed. Express Gaming says, Monty, I got the new Chef Life Simulator. I think you should stream it. I'll leave that up to Matthew. The Muffin asks, who, either living or dead, would you invite to a tea party? Oh, that's a good question. Let me have a think about this. I guess I'd like to sit down and have tea with my namesake, General Montgomery. Because I never met him. I feel like it would be nice to meet the man I'm named after. Probably Matt. Matt would be good to invite to a tea party. I'm glad somebody thinks so. Of course. And then all of you at home. It would have to be a substantially big tea party, though. I believe there's about 30 of you watching right now.
Possibly even 35 or 40. The numbers keep changing. So yes, I'd invite General Montgomery, Matthew, and all of you at home. The Emperor says, tell Derek I can understand my failure. Derek, the Emperor understands his failure. I feel better now. Good. Monty took the failure very badly. The Paradigm Supreme says, I challenge your Supreme to a boxing match. You do not have fists. It will be a very short boxing match. The DTS Workshop says, which doctor would you give a cup of tea to, Monty? I think they'd all appreciate a cup of tea. So, any of them, I guess. Ekage asks, how do we submit a video? Email it, upload it to a Google Drive and email it to AskADalek@gmail.com. That's how everyone else has been doing it. Or if it's just audio, stick it on YouTube and we'll play the audio. Tajine Dean says, this is more of a question for Matt than you. Do you prefer Flying Scotsman or City of Truro?
City of Truro every time. I like a classy Great Western loco. But I like them both, but I think City of Truro probably gets the punch because it's just a bit more unique and interesting.
There we are. Giratina is asking if I've been bullied before. No comment.
Yes, he absolutely has.
What did you mutter into the microphone?
Nothing.
Moo says, would you say that you sound like one of those teachers who wears spectacles on their nose? I don't think I require spectacles, so probably not. Wolflord says, what would happen if a Jedi went up against the Daleks? I suspect they would be exterminated. Daleks aren't really close combat fighters. So the Jedi would probably get shot before they got anywhere near. Unlike stormtroopers, we actually know how to aim. RC Studios asks, Matt, do you plan on visiting America?
Not if I can avoid it.
Harsh.
I mean, have you seen what's going on over there? Just...
What are you particularly referring to?
I mean, just... the whole thing. The whole thing is just a bit of a mess.
Did you get a frog in your throat there?
Ever so slightly.
Rother the Uncaring asks, why do Daleks keep trying to take over the Earth? We all know Earth is rubbish. It's not so bad. Tea comes from Earth. Tea is good. All I can think is it's strategically located off of the hyperspace bypass that the Vogons are going to build through here at some point.
Wait, what?
Try not to worry about it. It certainly wouldn't trouble you for very long.
Thank you.
Jesus asks, I have a question of the utmost importance. What is the best biscuit to pair with a delicious cuppa? A chocolate hobnob. It is the best. The Emperor Dalek says, the Rick rolls, they must be stopped. I think this joke has run its course.
Nah, I don't think you should ever give them up.
Or let them down.
Or run around and desert them.
Even if it makes the Dalek Emperor cry.
I don't think you should say goodbye.
I cannot tell a lie.
Or hurt them.
Precisely. Kia asks, do you see that giant spider on the monitor? Derek's the one who's afraid of spiders. I'm not troubled by spiders. The DTS asks, Monty, would you want one of those mini-guns that the Executioner Daleks had? I don't really use my current one, so I'm not sure I'd have much use for it. Darren asks, why were our voices extremely weird about a decade back?
Because I couldn't afford a proper ring modulator.
That's why. Are you going to watch the 60th anniversary of Doctor Who?
I'll probably do a watch-along or something. That feels like the appropriate thing to do, don't you think, Monty?
A watch-along of Doctor Who? That could be interesting.
I think so.
Rothar the Uncaring asks, are you part of the next Dalek master plan, or will you be serving the tea? The next master plan involves serving tea, so yes. Spoilers. Moo the dog asks, what is the most depressing place, Birmingham or the Loser Cafe in The Apprentice? The Loser Cafe. I mean, have you seen the state of their tea? I've seen stronger ood.
Don't think that joke landed, to be honest, mate.
No, me neither. I knew it was wrong as soon as I said it.
Ood are quite strong.
Can anyone think of a particularly weak species? What are those ones with the whiskers that like surrendering to things?
The Tavolians?
Yes, hang on, let me try that joke again. We'll just edit that bit out. Have you seen the state of their tea? Have you seen the state of their tea? I've seen stronger Tivolians.
That joke is hilarious! And so quick off the mark, too!
I like to improvise. Dalek Ford asks, can you speak German? Sprechen Sie Deutsch? Guten Tag? Jawohl. I think that's all I know. Oh, and Achtung. I think that's about it. Phantom Stranger says, I'm currently scripting a spoof video called How Green Was My Dalek? A simple story of simple coal mining Daleks, rather. Would you like the leading role? I would love the leading role. That sounds amazing. The one Dalek from the Stolen Earth asks, why do I not get more respect? I'm the only Dalek that killed the Doctor. He regenerated, it counts. I guess it counts. Slick Eddie says, can you send me reaction video requests through Gmail? Or can I send you a Matt reaction video requests? You can. We should probably do some reaction videos at some point.
It seems to be a popular thing that people are requesting.
then we will do it. Send us videos to react to, and we'll do it. Elsa Music Video says, have you tried making eggs with the whisk thing on your left-hand side? Can't say that I have. Is that a thing I should try doing?
Absolutely not.
I'm not sure I want eggs on my gun stick. I already have a greasy plunger from the cheeseburger question earlier. I don't want an eggy gun stick. Muffin asks, Monty, if you could play any instrument, what would it be? I quite like the piano. Maybe the harp. Rothar the Uncaring asks, do Cybermen like tea? What about Sontarans? Cybermen get really annoyed if you try and pour tea into their heads. Sontarans are a bit better about it. There's this one Sontaran that I know likes it, but he lives in Victorian London. Dr. B asks, what's the Daleks' progress on conquering the Milky Way galaxy? Still just this corner of Earth, to be honest. We'll keep you informed. The Tired Scot asks, what's your opinion on the Jedi and Sith? I would give you my opinion, but a Sith only a Sith deals in absolutes. Matthew, why are you cowering?
Just despairing at how bad that joke was.
It wasn't that bad.
Fair.
The DTS asks, what is your opinion on Cybermen? They're mean. Spectrum Scopic says, how did you start making tea? What type of tea is approved by the Dalek Empire? The other Daleks don't really like me making tea, so not really a Dalek Empire approved tea. But Yorkshire tea is the best. Quickly followed up by Twinings. As for how I started, it's the only job they would let me do back at the War Office. I think it's because I'm a pacifist. Dalek Hybrid says, hey Monty, can you tell the Supreme that I call dibs on Canada? You're welcome to Canada. Dalek Donald says, Monty, I would like to say that your green colour scheme, I wish to know if my Necros Dalek colour scheme plus green instead of white would look superior or not. I guess it would work. I don't suppose it would look too bad. With like the gold, with the words are hard. Green and gold might look quite good, yes. The Muffin says, Monty, would you be useful in combat, or are you just serving tea at the Green Crescent tents? Well, I mean, you're acting like that's not an important role. Tea provision in war is quite important. An army runs on tea, so they say.
Do they say that?
They do here. Paradigm Dalek Supreme says, Monty, inform your inferior Supreme that if he does not accept my challenge to a boxing match, then I plan on revealing his secret waifu crush. What is that? I don't know what one of those is. So go ahead, I guess.
Dr. B says, if the Sailor Scouts from Sailor Moon exist, how would the Daleks deal with them? I don't know what that is. But probably how Daleks deal with most things. The Emperor Dalek says, thank you, Monty. I'm now going to the nearest self-destruction clinic so I never see Rick Rolls again. No problem. Giratina says, I sent a video to AskADalek. Answer it. Hang on. Let's play this.
Rickroll us another timeline work's done.
What? Hold on. I don't think this really works without the video. Hold on. Matthew's muted it. He is a failure. I am indeed a failure. Shall we try that again?
Rickroll us another timeline work's done by you of my claw. And just so you know, Daleks who do not obey me or the Emperor, I exterminate with my claw, and they get sent to the scrapyard. And then you will fear me or join our invasion. But also, take this.
Well then, I think my ring modulator failed again, Matthew. I really need to keep hitting the button. Let's move on. Ravenhawk says, Monty, what the heck, man? I don't know what you're referring to there. But indeed, what the heck? Jesus says, Monty, there actually is a National Tea Day. It's celebrated on the 21st of April. Excellent. That is great news. Moo the Dog says, I've put a backing track over your song in my final prophecy. There's one video Nigel sent as well. Have we got the Nigel video up and running? I'm not sure. I don't think I could get the Nigel video, but let me try. Hang on. Okay. The Tired Scot says, what's your opinion on the Galactic Republic and its successor, the Galactic Empire? Well, they weren't very good because they both got defeated. So there's that to consider. Matthew's just having a crack with the video templates again. Bear with. I think this is the video with Nigel. Matthew, play the video with Nigel. Okay, I'm on it. Here we go.
Greetings. I am recording this before AskADalek starts. It is me. Hold on, fix my eye stock, please, sir. Thank you. It is me, the real Nigel, back from the dead. I was never dead, what am I talking about? Anyways, I just wanted to leave this subtle video message. Is that all I have to do? What's that big stick for? Oh, okay. Bye, I guess.
Well, that was strange. Thank you for the video, Nigel. Wolflord says, what is your favourite animal? Mine's the wolf. Cats are nice. I like a cat. Dalek Hybrid says, hey Monty, tell the Supreme that I get all of Canada, so he should get all his bombs out of Canada. I think you said that already. What does Monty think of the Daleks from anime Doctor Who? Yes, it's real. They're basically just the Imperial Daleks, aren't they? They're fine, I guess. Dr. B says, what is love to the Dalek Empire? Is this the first line of a joke? Do I have to fill in the ending? Hold on. What is love to the Dalek Empire, Matthew?
I don't know, Monty. What is love to the Dalek Empire?
Non-existent. It's not your best, Dr. B, I've got to be honest. Spectrum Scopic says, any advice on how to take over the world or destroy it? Take it over with love, man. Peace and love. Peace and love. What does Monty think of the Count the Ways Five Nights at Freddy's song? Well, Matthew hasn't seen it, so I don't have an opinion. Monty, have you seen Back to the Future? Matthew and his wife were watching that the other day. I enjoyed it. It is a fun time travel romp. But there's not enough tea in it. The Emperor says Liverpool has the Doctor Who experience called Worlds of Wonder.
I know about that. I've not been to Liverpool ever. But if I'm ever up that way and it's still there, I will go.
The Time Shadow says, perfect timing, I just got some tea. Excellent work, the Time Shadow. Anonymous asks, when was the last time you took the collar off? Also, what's in the bags? That one's got tea bags in it. That one has sugar cubes. I feel like that should have been obvious.
Is it hygienic to carry around loose sugar cubes in your bag?
Probably not. But you haven't died yet, so I think it's fine.
Have you been making tea with sugar cubes from your pouch?
They've only been in there since the 40s.
I think I have to go and get my stomach pumped, ladies and gentlemen. It's probably a good thing we're wrapping up quite soon, isn't it?
Indeed. Xander Creates asks, how was the tea you got from my kitchen from, I think, January? Matthew, how was the tea from Xander Creates' kitchen?
Fine, I guess.
The DTS Workshop says, Monty looking for TARDISes that... Monty looking for TARDISes. There has been plenty of Artron energy signals around Cardiff, East London and Bristol. Thanks for the tip. I'll pass that on. Question for Monty and Matt. Who are your favourite doctors?
Peter Capaldi.
I quite like Matt Smith.
I like Matt Smith too.
The Muffin says, Monty, who would win if you were to fight a hedgehog in a wet paper bag? Why would I fight a hedgehog? And what is the hedgehog doing in a wet paper bag? Hedgehogs are nice. I would not fight the hedgehog. Cybernova says, riddle me this. A tea was annoyed... let me try that again. A lady was annoyed to find a fly in her tea. The waiter took her cup and went into the kitchen and returned with a fresh cup of tea. She shouted, it's the same tea. How did she know? Was the fly still in the tea? I don't know. You're going to have to explain that one, Cybernova. The Tired Scot asks, how would the Daleks deal with the flood? Plenty of sandbags.
Don't think that's what he's referring to.
It's the only answer he's getting.
Sorry, the Tired Scot. Monty's got crotchety all of a sudden.
I am not crotchety. I'm just appreciating the jokes. Elsa says, do you plan on ever visiting Australia? Well, given Derek's fear of spiders, probably not. I do like koalas, though. And the platypus. Seriously, what's going on with the platypus? Were there hideous radiation genetic experiments in Australia? Is that why all the animals are weird? Platypuses are cute, though. Dr. B asks... I'm going to skip over that question because it's too depressing. Dalek San asks, Monty, I challenge the Dalek Supreme to a box-burning match with Dalek Simon from Joe Viva's sector. A box-burning match? Is that where you get together and burn boxes? I'm not sure. Thomas Watson asks, do you fear Davros? No, not especially. I've seen him in his hat. He's over there in his hat. Oh no, actually, he's not wearing his hat anymore. Matthew, Davros's hat has fallen off.
Well, that's not good.
Cybernova says she put sugar in the tea, which still remained when it returned. Ah, clever. Very good. Spectrumscopic says, have you ever considered making your own tea? If yes, how would you name it? Monty. Get it? Because it's my name and it also works. That's a good idea, though. Monty branded tea. When do we get Ask a Matt?
Every other Tuesday.
Would you care for some tea? Asked Dr. Batman, who? Always, but I'd have to give it to someone else. Dr. B says, can you speak Japanese? Konnichiwa? I think that's all. What are you doing for St. Paddy's Day? Asks Wonder Productions. Probably the same thing I do every year. which is not very much. Wish some Irish people a happy St. Patrick's Day, I guess. Thomas asks, have you ever seen any Thals? Not to my knowledge. Mad Goth Lad says, what do you think of the Irish and do you like Szechuan sauce? I've never tasted Szechuan sauce. I've not met many Irish people, but the ones I've have all been nice. So I guess they're fine. Dr. Batman Who says, what would you do if Professor Lazarus as that massive scorpion thing arrived and tried to bust you up? Run away. Monty, what is your favourite subject in academics or school? Home economics. Are we just doing quick fire questions now?
Yeah, we got a few to get through, so we'll do quick fire for the last few and do really short answers, I guess. Yeah. We got to wrap up shortly, I'm afraid.
That's a shame. Right, quick fire questions then. Thomas Watson asks, how do you feel about the Master? I'm not particularly keen, although Missy likes tea, so I guess she's fine. Dalek-san says, I can speak German. Die Daleks sind die Meister der Erdwinde und I can't read all that. Sander says, I'm stuck half converted. The breaker in my apartment popped. Somehow this shorted the conversion machine, so now I'm having an identity crisis. Was it normal for it to draw 50 amps in short bursts? You'd have to ask the Cyberman who installed it. When is tea not a tea? When it's coffee. Dr. Batman Who says, what are your responses to the allegations that you're running the UK government? I refute them entirely. We would be much more competent. Does the Dalek Supreme ever call you by your serial number? I think we gave up on that some time ago. It's all just names now. Do Daleks like cats? Yes, I like cats. Dalek Stark says, Monty, would you like for me to come over to your house and hug you? I'm a malfunctioning Paradigm Supreme. Note that I'm malfunctioning, so I have fallen in love with you. Thank you, I guess. I do like hugs. Monty, were you one of the Daleks who served on the Crucible? Indeed I was. Did you take orders from Davros or the Dalek Supreme? Whichever one was standing closest and shouting. Love to you is clearly tea, right? Yes. Say hello, says Dr. Batman Who. I did. You should make a parody of Judge Rinder. That would actually be quite funny. Judge Dalek, anyone? Would you make a tea time travel machine? A time machine that dispenses tea? Sounds good. Worlds of Wonder has moved to Edinburgh. Oh, well, there you go, Matt. You'll have to go to Edinburgh. Have you heard of pink fluffy Daleks? I have not. But I wouldn't mind them. Takes all sorts to make a universe. Monty, could you send me the schematics for a vortex manipulator so I might change a few things in history? That very much depends what you would like to change. Can I challenge you to a tea-making competition? You can, but I will win.
He won't win.
My tea is excellent, be silent. Would you fight Sonic? I don't know who that is.
Hedgehog.
Then I would not fight the hedgehog. Who is better, Dalek, Darren, or Donald? I like them both equally. I've sent an email to AskADalek. Hang on. Let's play this audio file. Well, that was silly. Thank you for the email, Dalek-san. Monty, I would like you to know that like how Freddy fell in love with Derek, I've fallen for you, so I want to come over and cuddle you. Right. When will the Cult of Scratchwood video that will be following on from the Silent Night mid-credits video happen?
when I get round to it, it's basically a season finale type video, so it'll be like when this era of Cult of Scratchwood comes to an end, so yeah, you're just gonna have to wait.
There you go. How's Davros? Chilling in the corner. What do you think about chamomile tea? I like chamomile tea. It chills Matt right out. What's a better way to sweet up the tea? Sugar, honey, or an Oreo cookie? Sugar, obviously. Monty, which member of the Cult of Scratchwood would make the best Doctor Who companion? Matt, what do you think?
Probably you, to be honest.
I'll take that. That's a good compliment. Okay, there's another audio message somewhere. Hold on. What's this one? This is obviously a perfectly normal video, says the Emperor Dalek.
You two digging to Australia?
No, there's adverts on it. Oh, it's Hold on, bear with. 1 second. That's enough of that, or we'll get struck by the copyright algorithm. I had an idea where the Daleks clone Matt and he goes on a rampage. Matt, would you go on a rampage if you were cloned?
Probably not.
Fair enough. Giratina says, "Curse you, Monty! You poisoned me with tea! Fix it!" I didn't make you tea. A tank asks, how many tanks does it take to kill a Dalek? When I answered a question like this before, the others told me off, so I plead the fifth.
This isn't America.
I still plead the fifth. Monty, what do you think to the children's quiz show Illuminator that used to be on CITV?
Well, I never watched it, so presumably Monty hasn't either.
Cybernova says, should my next edit involve either you or a Dalek like you in a random Doctor Who episode giving a character tea? Like the fourth Doctor in Genesis of the Daleks or something? That sounds hilarious. The tank says, what tanks do you think you can beat in a fight? Me personally, not many. More of a tea giver than a fighter. And finally, the Emperor Dalek just says, revenge! Monty, what are your dimensions, like height and circumference? That's a very personal question.
He's 18 inches tall, and that's all I know.
Stop giving out my deets! Dear, oh dear. Well, folks, we've come to the end of the Q&A questions. And we've overrun by about 10 minutes. Matthew's got to go to bed because he has work in the morning. So, anything you'd like to say, Matthew?
Yeah, actually. Thanks very much for coming, everybody. Hope you've enjoyed this edition of AskADalek. It's been a lot of fun. We had some silly fun times. But yes, and this is, of course, the final episode of Streaming Tuesdays, because we're changing from next week. Stick around after the credits for a little celebration of the last year of content. And yeah, I will see you next week doing something, and that's all I've got to say for myself. Back to you, Monty.
Thank you. Well, folks, thanks for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of AskADalek. As Matt said, he will return next Wednesday with something. Not sure what. But I'm sure it'll be great, whatever it is. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed the show. We'll do another one of these at some point. And there's a couple of people asking for reactions to videos. Matt will do a reaction video at some point with me.
Yeah, I can do that. Dalek reaction video. Send me some links, we'll do something.
Excellent. Well, good night, ladies and gentlemen. Tune in again for more AskADalek Live, and remember, send us your questions to askadalek@gmail.com or tweet at DalekUnitZX4927 using the hashtag AskADalek. Have a fantastic week. We'll see you again very soon. Goodbye!
Welcome to the first episode of Streaming Tuesdays. I've got a big stupid grin. I am so proud of this. It's just the best thing. I made that! We now have a live train cam. Can an LMS Coronation class steam locomotive beat a class 390 in a race? No, it's a red light. Emergency! Emergency! There's an emergency going on! I am going to consider that a win for the steam locomotive. That's a victory! That's the summit! Yes! Which means I have made my point. Welcome to Westminster. This is where we will be beginning our walking tour today. You know what's in there, don't you? Oh God! Oh no! That was a police car. Synergize core value expenditures, shift global market paradigms, monetize free to play. We work for a video game developer. That train does not have a tail lamp. Oi, mate, you forgot your tail lamp. Come back. Hang on. Oh, nearly. Oh, I had it then. They've modelled the brake van interior and. Yes, you can light the fire. Oh, that is amazing. This looks amazing. They've done such a good job modelling this, and it sounds terrific. Tonight, we are celebrating the 70th birthday of my favourite film.
Welcome to the first instalment of A Dalek Plays.
You didn't run that by me.
No.
Do you think you should have?
No!
It's a Dalek. Sort of.
What do you mean you're at, Soup?
Fuck, I'm David Tennant. I'm the Doctor.
That is not David Tennant. That is a hastily assembled cardboard cutout.
This wasn't even my idea. Tea doesn't fix everything.
Well, now I know there's something wrong. You're talking nonsense. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. He's clearly delirious.
No. I know what some of you are thinking. Matthew, what the hell do you think you're doing? Rocket science? It's not really for you, is it? Well. But as you can see, I have bought all of the things that I need to do proper rocket science. I have a pencil behind my ear. Oh no! Uh-oh. Not my fault. That didn't sound healthy. See, what happened there was I panicked. Christ. That's gone badly, actually. Break. No, abort. Buckingham Palace, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a bit low, actually. I'm gonna take the flagpole off. Where is he? There he is! Oh, bloody hell! That was close. Good God. Oh, there he is. Free. That's 100 and up again. Oh, he's still with me. This is brilliant. I'm having a great time.